As we enter the golden years of our lives, it's crucial to recognize that aging is not merely a process of decline, but rather a natural and beautiful journey of transformation. In Buddhism, the principle of anicca, the truth of impermanence, reminds us that everything in life is constantly changing, including our physical bodies and mental capacities. Accepting this impermanence allows us to approach the later stages of life not with resistance, but with grace and wisdom. Instead of clinging to the vigor and strength of youth, we can cultivate an appreciation for the unique gifts that come with age, experience, insight, and a deeper connection to our inner selves. This stage of life is an invitation to harmonize the body and mind, reflecting the Buddhist practice of samatha, a state of calm and balance. As the body naturally slows, it becomes even more essential to nourish it with movements that promote tranquility and peace, rather than striving for extreme exertion or high-impact activities that may have been suitable in earlier years. Here, the Buddhist teaching of the Middle Way offers valuable guidance. Just as the Middle Way advocates for a balanced path between indulgence and asceticism, we too must find a balanced approach to physical activity, one that prioritizes quality of movement over quantity. Rather than pushing for more steps or longer distances, the focus should shift toward mindful, deliberate actions that honor our body's current state. Exercises that emphasize flexibility, balance, and gentle strength training are like the soft winds that nourish a garden, allowing us to maintain our vitality without depleting our reserves. This is not a surrender to aging, but rather an embrace of a new form of strength, one that comes from understanding and respecting our bodies as they are now. In Buddhist teachings, aging is seen as a time to deepen self-understanding and cultivate a sense of non-attachment to youthful ambitions or physical ideals. Instead, it is an opportunity to turn inward, focusing on movements and practices that align with our true nature. By doing so, we can foster both physical health and mental serenity, creating a harmonious balance that allows us to navigate this phase of life with dignity, grace, and a profound sense of inner peace. The art of conserving energy, a wise approach to exercise. As we grow older, one of the most important lessons is learning how to manage our energy with wisdom. This becomes particularly vital after the age of 70, when our physical reserves naturally diminish. In Buddhism, the practice of right effort, sama-vayama, teaches us that effort must be applied in a balanced way to avoid the extremes of exhaustion or inaction. This principle offers profound guidance on how we approach physical exercise in our later years. When we view our energy as a precious resource, every movement becomes purposeful, and each exercise serves a greater goal, one of nurturing our vitality rather than depleting it. Conserving energy doesn't mean shunning activity or succumbing to a sedentary lifestyle. Rather, it involves a shift in focus, from pushing the body to its limits to moving in a way that is both mindful and sustainable. Energy, in a spiritual sense, is more than just physical stamina. It encompasses our mental clarity, emotional stability, and spiritual well-being. When managed correctly, this energy supports not just the body, but also the mind and spirit, allowing us to experience life with fullness and awareness, even as we age. One of the core strategies for conserving energy is practicing mindful movement. Exercises like slow walking meditations and deliberate stretching routines align the body and mind, ensuring that each movement is carried out with intention and grace. Slow walking meditation, for example, is not about covering distance or achieving a physical goal. Rather, it is about connecting each step with the breath and maintaining awareness of the present moment. As you walk slowly and intentionally, you may feel the ground beneath your feet, notice the rhythm of your breathing, and cultivate a sense of gratitude for each movement. This practice not only preserves energy, but also cultivates a peaceful state of mind. Deliberate stretching, on the other hand, can be seen as a form of physical and mental release. Each gentle stretch is an opportunity to let go of tension and invite relaxation into the body. Consider starting with a simple morning stretch, reaching your arms towards the sky and then gently bending to each side. Allow yourself to feel the sensation of the stretch, not striving for a particular goal, but simply experiencing the movement as it unfolds. These practices honor the body's current state without the need for intense exertion, promoting flexibility and circulation while conserving energy. Another key principle is the concept of non-attachment anatta, which encourages us to release the clinging to old patterns and expectations. Many seniors may struggle with the idea of letting go of high-intensity workouts or long-distance routines that once defined their physical fitness. However, this phase of life is an invitation to redefine what strength and vitality mean. By embracing lower-impact exercises like Tai Chi, gentle yoga, or even aquatic exercises, we let go of the need to prove our physical prowess and instead focus on nurturing longevity and inner peace. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, but a recognition that true strength lies in knowing when to conserve and when to release. This approach allows us to maintain physical health without the strain that can lead to burnout or injury. It is an act of compassion towards ourselves, honoring our current abilities and using our energy wisely. In doing so, we align with the Buddhist teaching that effort should always be measured, mindful, and directed towards a state of well-being that encompasses not just the body but the entire being. In essence, conserving energy is not about doing less. It is about doing what is necessary in a way that sustains and nourishes us. By practicing mindful movement and letting go of old exercise habits, we create space for new forms of vitality and strength, allowing us to thrive in the golden years with grace and dignity. Strength training, cultivating inner power. In the later stages of life, cultivating strength becomes more than just a matter of physical conditioning. It transforms into a practice of nurturing inner power, known in Buddhist philosophy as virya. Virya represents a form of effort and energy that arises from a place of deep purpose and resilience, enabling us to face life's challenges with courage and steadfastness. Strength training, when approached mindfully, is not merely about lifting weights or building muscles. It is an embodiment of our inner resolve, our willpower, and our capacity to endure with grace and dignity. According to the Buddha's teachings, true strength is cultivated from within. It is not measured by physical prowess alone, but by the ability to remain firm and unshaken amidst the inevitable changes that life brings. This concept is beautifully illustrated in the Buddha's own life story, where, even under the Bodhi tree, it was his mental strength and unwavering resolve that led him to enlightenment. For those of us walking the path of aging, maintaining physical strength is one way to reflect this inner power in our everyday lives, fostering a sense of self-reliance, confidence, and the ability to navigate life's uncertainties. Engaging in regular strength training can help slow down the natural process of muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, which typically accelerates with age. But beyond the physical benefits, strength training also cultivates mental discipline and emotional stability, reminding us that each weight we lift or resistance we push against is a metaphor for the obstacles we face within ourselves. Each repetition is an opportunity to challenge the mind's limits, break through doubts, and build a greater sense of inner fortitude. For seniors, strength training need not involve heavy weights or strenuous activities. Instead, the focus should be on exercises that build functional strength, movements that enhance the ability to perform daily tasks with ease and confidence. Using resistance bands, for example, is an excellent starting point. These bands come in various levels of resistance and can be used for a wide range of exercises, such as seated leg lifts or gentle bicep curls. As one pushes against the band's resistance, the muscles are engaged without the strain of heavy lifting, allowing for safe and effective strength building. Another option is light dumbbell exercises. Begin with weights as light as 1 or 2 pounds and focus on controlled, slow movements that engage the muscles fully. Simple movements like overhead presses or side raises can help maintain shoulder strength, which is crucial for tasks like lifting objects or reaching for items on high shelves. Through these exercises, strength is cultivated in a way that aligns with the Buddhist principle of right effort, avoiding extremes and practicing in a manner that respects the body's current abilities. Drawing a parallel to the perseverance and discipline of a monk's daily life, strength training can be seen as a practice of samadhi, a state of focused concentration. Just as a monk rises every morning to meditate, regardless of external circumstances, we too can show up for our training consistently and with dedication. The small but steady effort put into these exercises not only fortifies the body but also shapes the mind, teaching us patience, resilience, and the ability to endure discomfort for the sake of growth. Balance exercises, standing firm amidst life's winds. As we navigate the later stages of life, one of the most essential qualities we can cultivate is balance, both physical and spiritual. In Buddhism, this quality is known as upekkha, or equanimity, which represents an unshakable steadiness of mind even when faced with the turbulence of life's ups and downs. Just as we strive to maintain balance in our emotions and thoughts, nurturing physical balance becomes equally important. Through this practice, we create a sense of groundedness and stability that allows us to move through life's inevitable changes with poise and calm. Balance exercises are more than just a way to prevent falls. They serve as a physical expression of equanimity. They remind us that maintaining stability in our movements mirrors the ability to stay centered in our minds. In the same way a tree stands firm against the wind because its roots are deep and well grounded, so too can we find strength in our foundation, both physically and spiritually. This concept is beautifully illustrated in practices like Tai Chi and yoga, which emphasize the integration of body and mind. These exercises train us to be mindful of each movement, to breathe with intention, and to remain present, fostering a deeper sense of balance within. Tai Chi, often described as meditation in motion, involves slow, deliberate movements that flow seamlessly from one posture to another. Each movement is carried out with full awareness, cultivating an internal stillness even as the body remains active. This practice not only strengthens the muscles but also enhances coordination, flexibility, and mental clarity. Similarly, yoga incorporates poses that challenge balance and stability, such as the tree pose, where one stands on a single leg, focusing on rooting down through the foot and finding equilibrium in the body. These practices are an invitation to connect with the ground beneath us and, at the same time, to find a sense of balance in our minds. As with all aspects of aging, cultivating balance requires patience and self-compassion. In Buddhism, this approach is known as metta, or loving kindness, extending gentle care and acceptance toward oneself. Often, when we practice balance exercises, we might wobble, lose our footing, or feel frustrated. But each of these moments is an opportunity to practice kindness. Just as we would offer encouragement to a child learning to walk, we must offer that same compassion to ourselves as we work to regain our physical stability. With each attempt, we plant the seeds of resilience, eventually standing firm amidst life's winds. Through balance exercises, we also nurture the inner qualities that help us remain steady amidst life's storms. When faced with physical imbalance, we practice adjusting and responding, rather than reacting hastily. This skill transfers to our mental and emotional responses as well. It teaches us to pause, breathe, and find our center when life's challenges threaten to throw us off course. In essence, practicing physical balance becomes a metaphor for achieving balance in all areas of life. It is about standing tall, rooted in our values and intentions, while being flexible enough to sway with the winds of change. As we cultivate physical balance, we also deepen our equanimity, allowing us to navigate the later stages of life with stability, grace, and a sense of inner peace. By strengthening our roots, we remain steady and grounded, embracing whatever comes our way with the calm presence of one who has mastered the art of balance, both inside and out. Flexibility and range of motion, flowing like water. In Buddhist teachings, water is often used as a metaphor for adaptability and the ability to move gracefully around obstacles. It symbolizes a state of being that is soft yet powerful, yielding yet unstoppable. Similarly, flexibility in the body mirrors this quality, allowing us to bend and move without resistance, to flow rather than fracture. As we age, cultivating flexibility becomes essential not just for physical health, but also for maintaining a sense of inner freedom and resilience. Just as water adjusts effortlessly to the shape of its container, our bodies too can move with ease and grace when we practice regular stretching and range of motion exercises. The true purpose of flexibility is not to push ourselves to extremes, but rather to create a sense of spaciousness within the body, a spaciousness that mirrors the openness of the enlightened mind, free from rigidity and fixed views. Stretching regularly helps to release tension stored in the muscles, enhances circulation, and keeps the joints supple. When approached with mindfulness, it becomes a practice of letting go of tightness, of resistance, and of the need to control every movement. In this way, flexibility exercises are not just physical routines, but an expression of the Buddhist principle of non-attachment. One of the simplest ways to cultivate flexibility is through gentle yoga poses that are suitable for seniors, focusing on mindful breathing and the connection between body and breath. Begin with the seated forward bend. Sit comfortably on a chair or floor, inhale deeply, and as you exhale, gently lean forward, reaching your arms toward your toes without straining. Feel the gentle stretch along the back and breathe into any areas of tightness, imagining the breath as a stream of water flowing into those spaces, softening and opening them. Another effective pose is the cat-cow stretch, which can be performed on the floor or while seated. With each inhale, arch the back gently, cow pose, and with each exhale, round the spine softly, cat pose. This movement encourages flexibility in the spine and relieves stiffness, promoting a fluid range of motion. Remember that the goal of these exercises is not to achieve a particular pose or reach a specific milestone. Instead, it is to cultivate a state of mindful movement where each stretch is carried out with full awareness and care. In the same way that water carves its path gently through stone over time, our flexibility practice, done with patience and compassion, will gradually increase our range of motion, creating more space and ease within. Maintaining flexibility is ultimately about embracing flow, honoring the natural changes in our bodies, and moving without resistance. Just as a flowing river does not fight against the rocks in its path but finds a way around them, so too should we approach our bodies with a sense of softness and adaptability. By moving with the body's natural currents, we can age gracefully, maintaining not only physical flexibility, but also an attitude of openness and acceptance in the face of life's ever-changing tides. Mindful movement, cultivating awareness in every step. In Buddhist philosophy, sati, or mindfulness, is the foundation of all practices. It is the ability to bring one's full attention to the present moment, infusing every action, no matter how simple or mundane, with awareness and intention. Mindful movement applies this principle by transforming physical exercise into a spiritual practice. Whether you are lifting your arm, bending your knee, or simply taking a step, each movement becomes a meditation, a means of connecting deeply to the present moment. Through this, even ordinary activities like walking, stretching, or balancing can be elevated into sacred rituals that nurture both the body and the spirit. Mindful movement encourages us to slow down and experience each action fully. Practices like Tai Chi, yoga, or even walking meditations are excellent forms of this mindful exercise. In Tai Chi, for example, the practitioner flows through a series of slow, deliberate movements, each guided by the breath. The focus is not on strength or speed, but on the continuous flow of energy, chi, and the seamless connection between body and mind. Similarly, in yoga, poses are held with intention, and transitions between them are as much a part of the practice as the poses themselves. Each breath becomes an anchor, grounding the mind and calming the spirit. Walking meditation, known as Kinhin in Zen Buddhism, is another powerful practice of mindful movement. In this form of walking, every step is taken with awareness, feeling the contact of the foot with the earth and synchronizing the breath with each movement. As you walk, the mind is free to let go of distractions, thoughts, and worries, allowing the practitioner to feel completely present and alive in each moment. Even a short walk can become a profound experience when done with full awareness. The practice of mindful movement aligns beautifully with the Noble Eightfold Path, particularly with the principle of right mindfulness, samasati. The Buddha taught that right mindfulness is the key to awakening, as it cultivates a state of awareness that prevents harmful habits from arising and nurtures positive qualities within us. When we practice mindful movement, we bring attention not only to the external body, but also to our internal state, noticing how emotions and thoughts interact with each movement. In this way, we prevent mindless habits, such as overexertion, strain, or imbalance, from taking hold, and instead cultivate a gentle, peaceful presence. Imagine transforming your daily exercise routine into a form of meditation. As you lift a weight, feel the muscles engage, notice your posture, and breathe deeply. As you stretch, focus on the sensation of the body lengthening, letting go of tension with each exhale. This shift in awareness turns each exercise into a moment of self-discovery and connection. Through mindful movement, every stretch, step, or pose becomes an opportunity to nurture the inner landscape of the mind while caring for the physical body. In this way, mindful movement is a practice of integrating sati into our daily lives. It teaches us that every action, no matter how seemingly trivial, can be a gateway to greater awareness and tranquility. The body, often overlooked or pushed to its limits, becomes a temple for cultivating inner peace. As we move with mindfulness, we learn to listen deeply to the sensations of the body, the rhythm of the breath, and the subtle messages from within. This heightened awareness not only enhances physical health, but also deepens our understanding of ourselves, allowing us to respond to the world with greater compassion and wisdom. By approaching exercise as a form of meditation, we can transform mundane movements into sacred acts that support our overall well-being. Rather than viewing exercise as a chore, it becomes a joyful opportunity to connect body, mind, and spirit. As we cultivate awareness in every step, we find that even the smallest movements can lead us to a place of stillness and serenity. Thus, mindful movement is not just a path to physical fitness, it is a path to inner harmony and spiritual awakening. Aquatic exercise, embracing the buoyancy of life. The soothing and supportive qualities of water offer a unique environment for exercise, making aquatic exercise an ideal choice for seniors. In Buddhist philosophy, water often symbolizes lightness, ease, and the flow of life. When we immerse ourselves in water, we experience the sensation of buoyancy, a feeling of being lifted, supported, and almost weightless. This lightness is akin to the practice of non-attachment, anatta, where we learn to release the burdens of rigidity and heaviness both physically and mentally. By embracing the water's buoyancy, we cultivate an attitude of letting go, moving with ease and grace. In this sense, aquatic exercise is more than just a form of physical activity. It is an opportunity to embody the Buddhist principle of effortless effort, where we find strength not through force or struggle, but through a natural harmony between exertion and release. Water provides gentle resistance, challenging the muscles to engage without the strain that comes with traditional exercises on land. This combination of support and resistance reflects the balance between gentleness and strength, a balance that is central to Buddhist teachings. It teaches us to respect our body's limits while still nurturing their potential. The benefits of aquatic exercises are numerous, especially for seniors who may experience joint pain, arthritis, or limited mobility. The water's buoyancy reduces the impact on the joints, making movement smoother and less painful, while simultaneously offering resistance that strengthens muscles and improves cardiovascular health. This dual action, supporting the body while gently challenging it, mirrors the Buddhist path of walking the middle way, avoiding extremes and finding harmony in moderation. One simple and effective exercise is water walking. As you walk through the shallow end of a pool, the water offers a natural resistance, engaging the muscles of the legs and core while minimizing strain on the knees and hips. Focus on each step, feeling the resistance and the support of the water around you, much like moving mindfully through life's challenges. Another beneficial practice is aquatic aerobics, which can involve a series of gentle jumps, kicks, and stretches. These movements are performed with slow, controlled motions, allowing the water's resistance to strengthen the muscles without the jarring impact of land-based aerobics. Imagine yourself floating effortlessly, the water holding and supporting every part of your body. In this state, there is no need to fight against gravity, no need to strive or struggle. You simply are, at peace, at ease, and in harmony with the elements around you. This is the gift of aquatic exercise. It allows us to experience strength without tension, movement without effort, and presence without striving. By incorporating aquatic exercises into our routine, we honor the body's need for both stability and fluidity, reinforcing the idea that true strength is not found in rigid control, but in our ability to adapt, flow, and remain balanced even in shifting circumstances. Just as water takes the shape of any vessel it enters, we too can learn to move with life's changes with flexibility and grace. In this way, each session in the water becomes more than exercise. It becomes a practice of embodying the art of letting go and embracing the buoyancy of life itself. So embracing the journey of aging with grace and mindfulness. In the later stages of life, maintaining health and vitality requires more than physical exercise. It demands a mindful, balanced approach that honors both body and spirit. By embracing strength training, balance exercises, flexibility, and mindful movement, we cultivate a deeper sense of peace, strength, and inner harmony, reflecting the Buddhist ideal of a life lived with equanimity and compassion. As we journey through the impermanence of aging, let us cherish each step, nurturing ourselves with loving kindness and celebrating this phase as an opportunity to deepen our connection to the present moment. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and leave a comment below. Also, make sure to share it with your friends and help spread the word. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. Thank you for your support.